I mentioned about Johnny Manziel. I don't know how often you guys have communicated since you interacted here, but you see things that have happened to him, and everybody's different. It's not about being better or worse or morally superior or anything like that, but I mean, he's made some decisions that have come back to haunt him and have not reflected well on him or his family or his school. How afraid are you of doing something that might embarrass yourself or your school or your home state? Is that something you have to be consciously aware of in your position?
I think when any student athlete signs that letter of intent, you kind of take upon certain responsibilities. And again, I mean, the University of Oregon has really educated us on that. But for me, I mean, I'm not afraid. I just understand that, I have to make the decision, any decision with my family, my teammates, and, my coaches in this university is best in mind. I mean, I just got to make sure that, I'm always kind of doing the right things in that sense, and, hopefully it'll lead to success.
So when you see an incident like what recently happened with the Jameis Winston, I mean, if there was a story that you stood up on a table and shouted something inappropriate, I mean, I think people would be absolutely shocked. What was it about your upbringing that drilled that into you, that could never happen? I mean, does it sort of boggle your mind that somebody in a high-profile position would make a decision that could be problematic and is not really necessary?
I don't know. I think, a lot of people, kind of learn as they go. I mean, for a lot of us, including myself, this is new. I mean, you got to make some of these decisions on the fly, and sometimes, in people's minds, it's not the right decision, and you'll get criticized for it. Unfortunately, once you do come to this university, once you do decide to go to school, you got to find what the right decisions are, and learn to kind of live with those, and learn from mistakes, and see if you can always get better.
I mean, what sucks for guys like Jameis Winston, for guys like you, for guys like Johnny Manziel, I mean, we've all been to college and done dumb things. That if you make a mistake, everybody knows about it. I got a chance to make plenty of mistakes in college and nobody knew about it. Everybody was doing the same thing and nobody cared.
Yeah, I mean,
comes with the territory, right?
Yeah, and I think, again, the University of Oregon has done a great job educating, its athletes about, you live kind of in a fishbowl, and especially in Eugene, with this relatively small community, any decision that you make outside or, on the field is magnified. So you just always got to make sure that you have, other people's best interests in mind, and understand that sometimes you got to just take the responsibilities.
On the flip side, I saw where Drake wore your jerseys at a recent concert in Washington State.
That's pretty cool, right? Yeah, for sure. I mean, I grew up listening to Drake, and it's definitely something special.
You like Hawaiian music?
Yeah.
What is that? What's Hawaiian music?
It's a mixture of kind of Hawaiian music with like a Jamaican reggae tone into it. So that's definitely something that I grew up listening to. It's just a local flavor from home.